No messing about. Get this filmed, go home. Legends, welcome back to the channel. John here for another exciting episode of Pistons, the podcast. May not be exciting. This is our November 2025 roundup. We're in Dad's workshop, as always. How are you?
Sweating.
Yeah. We have now got, you might be able to hear it in the background, the H-Calorie Blaze Core Bang Good diesel heater. We fitted. A full video of that is coming to the channel very soon. We fitted that this morning. It's made a difference in the workshop.
Half a degree.
Yes. It's warmed the workshop up by half a degree. What do you reckon to it so far?
Made the place warmer.
Yeah, you don't need to watch the video now. You're all right, you okay?
Fine, thank you.
It's coming up to
There's loads of new Wallace and Grommets on the old YouTubes.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Is there one at Christmas this year? Is there a Wallace and Gromit?
But it's definitely Wallace and Gromit official have put some shorts out.
Oh, we'll have to take a look at them. We will start this video as we mean to go on. It is a roundup of everything we did in November 2025 with some statistics. I like statistics. Do you want some statistics? Yeah. Views this month in November. 119,657 views.
What of?
Of the channel. Which is up.
But?
No buts. It's up 23% on October. We didn't really put too much out in October, to be fair. And we gained 406 subscribers. So thanks to everybody that has liked, subscribed, watched
Lots
the videos.
of people are saying that they've been unsubscribed from their favourite channels by YouTube.
Oh, that's a good option then. Please check to see if you've been unsubscribed. If you are a subscriber to the channel and you've been unsubscribed, please resubscribe. We are very close to the 20,000 subscriber mark.
Million?
You wish. When we get to 20,000, Dad is going to do a live video. True story. That is the
I've done one.
incentive for you to subscribe. No, you haven't done a live video. And I will announce my super duper road trip. More on that later in the video, but I'll tell you more about it if we hit 20,000 subscribers. It's been a busy month. You might think it has not been a busy month. It has been a busy month because especially for me, I've hoarded 3 new cars in the John Coupland Cars collection. Have you seen the videos on the channel? I'm allowed to do what I want now, so I'm having as many cars as humanly possible. I went and bought then a £200 Proton. You've not seen the car yet, actually, have you? You've not done the Dad reacts to it. I went with Shane Boy across to Norwich and bought a £200 Proton from Ian. The video is on the channel now. It's a Boston car. You've listened to the video of the engine. It could be big problem.
It runs like a bag of nails.
Yeah. I think it's going to be an engine rebuild on a Proton Iswara coming in the spring. Could be a head gasket, but I think it's got some piston slap.
No, not pistons.
Could be the same issue we had on the Satria in that the piston rings are dry. But yeah.
Bang erasing.
No, it's not getting bang erased. We are going to rebuild that engine.
We want bang erasing.
Do you know what? I bet rebuilding the 1.3 litre Magma engine on a Proton is really simple. Yeah. Famous last words. That's coming in spring. What else did we do this month? Oh yeah, we replaced the oil and filter on the Smart 451.
Oh, we're pushing ourselves there, weren't we?
Yeah, ready for MOT. We also replaced the dog bone. In fact, I replaced the dog bone
did?
myself. That wasn't videoed because it wasn't an interesting video. It took me like 10 minutes. But we've done some work on the smart car. Still getting that OBD reader issue. It's a VVT.
Yes, yeah.
Solenoid. You're right there. You're going to fall asleep
I
in
think it's carbon monoxide.
Well, I hope it's not. We need to get a tester. And then we MOT'd the smart car. What do you reckon? I'm going to just go back a little bit. What do you reckon to me buying the £200 Proton?
Well, it's a family show, but I'll tell you off camera.
There's loads of stuff to come with that. I've bought it to save it and get it home. We're not doing anything with it this side of Christmas. We won't be doing anything with it in January for reasons that will become clear in a minute. It's a job for next year.
I think you are a very wise man.
A wise man?
Yeah.
That's not what I was expecting you to say.
Yeah, wise man. Followed a star.
Well, we'll soon find out all about that Proton when we get looking at it. MOT on the smart car, all good. Neil gave it a clean bill of health and put some new tyres on the front. You are knackered, aren't you, after fitting that diesel heater? We've got a lot of content to film today, mate, so you can't be falling asleep. Do you know what? I've covered nearly 25,000 miles in my little smart car in a year and a half. Good going, isn't it? We've done a lot of work to it. Thanks to everyone that's watched the Night Orange videos on the channel. What else did we do?
You wouldn't have done that without them expensive floor mats, though. You wouldn't have done.
No, they weren't expensive. They were 32 quid. They were possibly the cheapest floor mats I've ever bought.
I used to just take them out of old cars and chuck them in. Is that it?
No.
Are we finished?
No, it's not. Do you know what? I was regurgitating my dinner. And then we had a controversial video.
Oh, did we?
3 Protons, only 1 could stay. It was a bit of fun. I think everyone thought I was getting rid of all my Protons.
Oh, I saw that, yeah.
It was one I filmed earlier in the year.
Yeah. I looked at that and thought, that's a load of rubbish. I'm not subscribing to that bloke.
We had the Impian, the Satria and the Black Knight on the driveway. Which one would you have picked?
What?
If I said to you, pick your Proton.
Yeah.
You could have the Impian.
Yeah.
I know which one you're going to pick. The Satria.
Yeah.
Or the Black Knight.
I'll keep the Impian, it drives lovely.
It's a lovely car, isn't it? You like the Impian. We took it to the Festival of the Unexceptional.
Yeah, you could live with that.
I tell you what I was tagged in earlier this week. Somebody on Instagram put some pictures of my Impian at the Festival of the Exceptional on a website, on an Instagram post, but it's not an English Instagram post, it's Danish or from Holland or Denmark or somewhere like that. And there was a big write-up about it. No idea what it said because I don't read Dutch. But I looked at the comments and everyone in the comments was saying, yes, but this is not a real car, it's AI, blah, blah, blah.
AI?
Yeah, lots of people suggesting that the Impian pictures were AI because they'd never seen the Impian before. And then obviously yours truly here waded in and said, well, no, it is a real car because we drove it to the Festival of the Exceptional, it's my car. And then obviously used that time to link them to the YouTube.
This is the problem you see with YouTube, everything's AI.
Well, that's the thing. I know you like watching the AI cat videos.
I do.
I like watching the AI Queen videos.
Oh, yes.
Not
yes.
Freddie Mercury, I'm talking about Her Royal Highness.
There's a cat went into a supermarket and went trundling out with a load of booze.
Have you seen the koala ones in Australia?
No.
Oh, they're funny as well. Getting chased by the police and the koalas have got,
The Americans keep stopping them and frisking them and finding catnip.
Yes, yeah. I don't necessarily rate AI, but some of the videos.
The trouble is,
quite
nearly
funny.
everything is blinking AI now. That's the problem.
Yeah. That does not get people started on that. Comment down below, AI, yay or nay. So pick your Proton we had, you'd pick the Impian. I obviously would pick the Black Knight. Shortly followed by the... If I was having a daily driver...
the Impian.
The Impian every day.
Volvo V40.
Yeah, well, yeah. Or a Mitsubishi Charisma, which will lead us on nicely to something that's come into the fleet very soon. But yeah, we had that video. Thanks for watching that, if you watched it. And then, repairs on the van. We finally got round 11 months later.
Oh, to put the wing on.
To repairing the van. Oh. Who's at the door?
It could be the post office.
Well, let's just check. We don't want to miss
And yeah, we're not allowed to do any
miss a parcel.
flight rate. Somebody who doesn't follow in my theory about Thumper.
Oh yes.
Reckons we shouldn't be messing about looking at our phones while we're doing the videos.
Oh no, flight radar, you mean?
No, reckons we shouldn't be doing that. No.
Do you know what's frustrating me?
What?
You've swiped past the Ring app about 4 times.
How do you know?
Because I'm watching what you're doing.
You mind your own
There,
business.
it's there, in the middle.
You mind your own business. Ooh.
Who is it at the door? Is it my door, your door?
No, I've got your thing turned off.
Yeah, well, yeah, because of all the harem of ladies that I've got turning up at 11 o'clock at night. Who is at the door? This is painful. Was it the postman?
Well, nobody. Oh, there's a person. It's a delivering type. No, he's trying to sell something. He looks like...
Is he selling you block paving?
I don't know. He's got a purple jacket on. Purple body warmer. Your mum has waved a brush at him.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
And he's now left.
Yeah. Oh, he's got leaflets.
Yeah. Purple, what could that be? Internets? Ah, you know what he's selling, don't you? Clean your guttering. That's what that is, isn't it?
Oh.
Clean your roof. Or jet wash your roof. No, thank you.
No.
Anyway, we're not being burgled. That's the main thing. So going back to what we were talking about, the van.
Yes.
We've finally done the repairs of the van.
It did come up all right, didn't it?
Talk us through that job. Are you happy with it?
Could have been a lot worse. Put a new headlight, put the fresh headlight in, my brackets on the headlight, put the wing on.
Well, that's the thing. We repaired the headlight.
Yeah.
With them brackets. Had to do a little bit of dremeling. It went okay.
It wasn't very exciting, was it?
Well, people are happy to see that the van has been
Finally got round to doing
repaired, and then we took it for an MOT. It passed. Hooray!
it. With a bit of headlight adjustment.
Yes, needed a little bit of adjustment from the headlights. Obviously, Neil did that for us.
Robert's your mother's brother.
Winner. But we've had a bit of an incident, you say?
Yeah.
What's that?
One failed.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about that in a minute. We're getting there.
Thank God for that.
We then had a fleet update on the channel. I don't know why I filmed it. In fact, I do know why I filmed it. We had Storm Claudia Winkleman, and I thought, has my unit flooded? So I went down to the unit to check on all the cars, and the unit hadn't flooded. It was dry as a bone. But we did a fleet update, 24 cars in the John Coupland Cars collection, which is 20 too many, in my opinion, now. But I'm hoarding them just in case I need to give 12 away. So we'll be...
What's she going to do with them then?
Well, I'll just park them outside her new house.
There you go.
There you go. Here's a scrap Impian, here's a Nissan Micra, here's an Audi, here's another Audi, here's a Mitsubishi Charisma, here's a Proton, here's here's a Rover 75. By the way, they all need taxing, insuring and MOT. And crack on. You're welcome. So the fleet update, 24 cars. Lots of people saying we need to get the grass situation sorted. I totally agree. It's been a interesting year in the John Coupland household, so I haven't got around to doing that. It's one of the first jobs we're doing in the spring.
Oh, is it now?
Yeah, we're getting that sorted.
See that big blue creature over there? First job I'm doing in spring is riding that all over Lincolnshire looking at post boxes.
The Triumph Tiger. You've started something now on Twitter, by the way. People are sending me pictures of post boxes for you. This needs to be a series for next year. Pete looks at post boxes. Go on then, you've mentioned it. You've talked about it.
That piece of vehicle, that Mitsubishi that has got a broken engine.
The Volvo V40.
It's got
the
a broken
Proton
engine.
Impian.
I've been looking at direct petrol injection.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all say they sludge the valves up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what we're going to do, don't you?
Yeah, we're going to take it to the Banger Boys and
No.
run around it.
I'm going to buy one of those walnut
No, you're not.
cleaning. Yeah, I am.
No, you're not. You
I
might, you might as well take the head off and do it.
Well, yeah, we'll do it.
Just take the flipping head off and decoke it properly like a proper car.
There you go. So
Change the valve stem seals, Robert's your mother's brother. Crack on.
I got given a car, courtesy of Glyn.
Thanks, Glenn.
Who asked me if I wanted a project, which is the Mitsubishi Charisma. It's a really rare car. Really rare car. Needs a bit of fettling, needs a bit of TLC.
Put a K11 micro engine in it.
Well, I had the thought of putting the Honda, is it the M20 engine from the Civic Type R in it? But actually, it's already got a good engine in it, the 1.8 GDI.
Oh, right.
The only thing that lets it down is the fact that it's a GDI.
Yeah.
Rare car, free car, good condition-ish, needs a bit of TLC. Long story short, it's not posh rotten, but it did fail an MOT test, hilariously.
What would it? How would it? Does it go anti-clockwise round an oval, or does it go clockwise round an oval?
It's too good to scrap. It's too good to scrap. So
is it rotten?
No.
It's just got rubbish paint.
Yeah,
It's got life.
It's
had a life, hasn't it?
The way I look at it is this. You were on holiday when I was gifted the car, and I thought, do you know what? Faint heart never won fair maiden. Let's see if it will pass an MOT. And the answer is no. No, it would not. I thought it could fail on brakes or tyres or rust or a broken spring, and it failed on possibly the worst emissions I've ever seen. Like everything was through the roof. But it's not been anywhere.
But you said it was running all right.
It runs wonderfully. Drives wonderfully. I've got a theory. It needs a good old service.
Yeah.
The elderly gentleman that had it used to just top the petrol up. There could be petrol in it that's 5 years old. That's something we need to change. People are saying about the catalytic converter. I think it's okay. We'll get the live readouts. I'll get it here. You can have a look at it. We'll go through the basics. We'll look at the plugs. We'll look at the air filter. We'll look at everything. The likelihood is it's all carboned up. And we get the walnut machine and we blast it through.
What if it was running that bad? It wouldn't drive so nice.
Oh, it drive lovely.
It'd tick over all right.
Yeah.
But it's not the problem with the blinking valves being covered in carbon, is it?
Could be something else then. Lambda sensor?
You said it's had one fitted.
It has.
But the readings are so terrible, aren't they?
Yeah.
Because if it was running somewhere near, it'd be perfect even without the catalyst.
Yeah, no, it's all over the shop. Like the amount of petrol, you know what I mean? It should be like 0.3 and it was reading 400.
0.400?
No, 400. It's got a fueling issue somewhere.
It's just dumping fuel in the engine. And you said it runs all right?
It runs fine. I'll get it here. Now we've got the Blaze Core H calorie super
I've
duper.
got a better idea.
We'll get it here. No.
Take the exhaust off.
Oh, you're dropping your stuff.
What stuff?
Your nose spray.
Oh no, not me.
And that'll be something we'll do in the next month or so.
Oh yeah.
We'll get the charisma in the garage.
Oh, yeah.
But yes, it failed an MOT. Where would you be starting?
On the track.
You're going to upset everybody.
What do I do?
Yeah.
I don't know where to start. I know nothing about them, mate.
Well, it's going to be a learning curve for us. I think it's going to be get the blooming diagnostic machine plugged in.
Yeah.
Get the live readouts and do the basics.
But if it was as bad as what you say, it'd be running like a bag of nails.
No. Everyone's saying it needs to be warm. It was hot enough. It was hot enough. Anyway, Neil will MOT test it for free for me when we get it sorted. He's offered for us to take it to the garage and just plug it into the old emissions.
What we need is an emissions tester so we can be dead certain it's okay to go.
Where am I going to get an emissions tester from? Yeah.
What we need is an emissions tester.
Maybe you've got an emissions tester at home. Let us know in the comments down below. We'll buy it off you. But it failed an MOT, Mitsubishi Charisma though. I'm not scrapping it. I'm going to bring it here and you can have a look at it. Good. That's pretty much it. That's all we've done.
I'm going to change the combination on my gate.
But there are lots of things coming up between now and Christmas. He says, if we film it, it's been busy. We've got the diesel heater video.
Diesel do.
We've got the Giraffe Tools airline video. We've got you potentially reacting to the projects. So it's been so wet. And I've not been
we'll go
very
strike
well.
for language, shan't we?
Well,
Well, it's first 10 seconds, isn't it, according to
I
think
know.
it's the first 10 seconds you can't say fact.
And we'll also be testing the Optimate that we got sent courtesy of the team at
I want to try that.
ProBike UK. We're going to
Because I've
be
had a
filming
little
that
bit of
afternoon.
a test on it and it's interesting.
Talking about things that we've been sent. I've been on the internet and bought some things. We'll have a look at that in a minute. But check this out.
I want to rig a test up for this. I want to have a relay so we can find it.
Hick Micro have sent us this. This is the Eco Series handheld thermal
Something
camera.
I've wanted to have a bash with.
It's quite a fun little toy, to be honest with you.
It's a toy, it's a valuable diagnostic tool.
There have been times where we've gone, I wish we had a thermal imaging camera on a PCB or in an engine or something like that. So the team at Hick Micro have sent us that. We are going to be looking at that. Well, we'll be filming that later this afternoon.
I want a relay on a car that's sort of been left on inadvertently and see if it can find it. But I wanted to do it when you're not here so that you didn't know. Does that make sense?
No. Talk me through your thought process.
If I've got some faults put on a car,
but
you don't know they're there,
I see.
It wouldn't be fair if you knew where they were, would it? Because you'd go towards them.
Well...
And then you leave it locked up in your shed, switched off, and then you find out what's doing the voltage drain.
I see. You need an Audi TT in the garage then?
No, an Audi TT isn't even... Yeah, they are associated with Banger Racing. They have them on a big pile.
Yes!
Skegness.
Skegness, there's two on the pylons. There you are. What do you reckon to that?
Like I say, I'm going to use this for diagnostic purposes.
We're not going to dwell too much on it today.
Yeah,
but
because I've seen these electric men doing it, and it's a wonderful idea.
Good.
You can find out a relay or a light that's on.
Well, that's coming.
Well, you'd love to see a light that's on, wouldn't you?
Coming
well,
to
you'd
the
love to
channel.
see a relay that's on, would you? And a relay should get warm, I'd have thought, if it's energised.
I'm trying to think of something in the fleet that's got a potential parasitic drain. Maybe the Charisma.
There's only one parasite round here, pal, and it's you with your blinking cars.
I've been on the internet and I spent far too much money on this. You'll like this. It was a lot of money.
You changed the subject.
Yeah, I have changed the subject. £40 this cost me. It is the spare parts list for the Armstrong, Siddeley, Lancaster and Hurricane Coupe for the 16 horsepower. What's this dated? 1946. Check that out. It is effectively diagnostic drawings and spare part numbers for the Lancaster. How cool is that? There was two of us that wanted it clearly, hence I had to bid up to £40 for it. But I thought for the sake of 40 quid, that's going to be a really useful book. If anything, it's a nice little thing to have.
I know.
What do you reckon to that?
Well, you should have white gloves and a little thing to put it on when they've got all these valuable books. Some of this stuff doesn't even have part numbers.
No.
It's bizarre.
But when we need to ring up the Armstrong Siddeley stores to buy a gasket,
it is nice, isn't it?
we can use that book as a point of reference.
It is very, 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 very... Oh, somebody's been writing in here.
It's probably something...
Somebody's been doing a water pump rebuild.
It's probably something we're never actually going to need or use, but it's nice to have as a document. Is it a waste of £40? Yeah, probably. Would it have been a nice curiosity for £15? Yeah, absolutely. But I went on the internet and I bought that. Talking of things I've bought on the internet, put your book away now.
Yeah.
Talking about things I've bought on the internet, I've been shopping.
No, I'm not in...
For apparel.
Oh, no.
Which one do you want first? So I went on to Teespring, which is a fun little t-shirt website. I bought lots of t-shirts. There's 3 I've brought with you, or with me. Check that out first and foremost. It's got the Toyota MR2. It's the wrong colour blue. That's Helios blue. It didn't have 8B8 sky blue, but I got that for myself. The Toyota MR2 AW11. That was £11.
That's cheaper than going to TK Maxx.
Exactly. I bought this, which, we talked about this earlier in the video. An Audi TT Coupe in purple. Check that out. Look at that. The hilarious thing is I've ordered these in my usual t-shirt size, and they are massive now for me.
Told you there was.
Yeah, they're a bit too big for me now. There's me Audi TT, and this one I wanted to get. I should have got you one of these, but I've messed up a little bit. So you can have this one, I think, and we can wear these when we go to the Festival of the Unexceptional. Are you ready?
I'm not going this year.
You'll like this.
I'm not going.
Why?
Because they're different.
Oh yeah. Well,
It's different. I'm not going. I'm boycotting.
out of strike, we're boycotting the Festival of the Unexceptional this year.
I'm boycotting the Eurovision Song Contest and I'm boycotting the Festival of the Unexceptional.
So we're going to Rustival.
Might do.
Rustival 4. Oh, we can take the Charisma to Rustival 4. Ta-da!
What's that?
Straight out of Malaysia.
I told you.
There you are.
Me love you a long time.
Yeah, there you go. Straight out of Malaysia. I've bought myself that as a little bit of a funny T-shirt
You
to
silly
wear
Billy, but it's too big for you.
when we're playing with the Satria.
Don't
Oh,
you-
it's massive.
Don't you grow back into them?
No, these are an extra large. Now I'm
They're
about.
big extra larges though, aren't they?
Yeah, I think I need a medium in these, which is
They're
good.
a big extra large, they are, mate.
And that's what I've bought on the internet this month. Yeah. Right, let's talk about things that are coming up. I touched upon it in the introduction.
Why have you got your bag inside out? Are you ashamed?
No, because it's dirty on the
that's right,
on the inside, on the outside. It's muddy. I don't want my T-shirts to get
I
dirty.
thought you was ashamed.
What, of Lidl? No, I've got my Lidl hat, haven't I? Not ashamed of Lidl. We're sponsored by Lidl.
Oh, I know. We love Lidl.
Right, I need to talk to you about this because I'm leaving for a whole month. I'm going away to somewhere that's warmer than the garage, to somewhere that's warmer than Wakefield. I'm off ski. I'm not telling you where, but I am flying away on January the 1st for a whole month, filming content. I am filming a road trip. It is not to Malaysia, before you guess, and I'm not taking one of the fleet, sadly. I would love to, but I am off ski for a whole month.
And he's not going to Egypt, I should go with him.
Yeah, I'm going on my own. I'm doing a John Coupland Cars road trip. It's an epic trip. Whether or not I will have the resources and the time and the ability to post my road trip as I go in January, or in February you've got a whole month of
Will
road
you be
trip.
meeting some interesting people on the way?
I will be meeting lots of interesting people on the way, looking at lots of things. I have already found local motor museums to go to. I'm going to be meeting up with friends.
I nearly
on the way.
gave it away then by saying something.
Don't give it away. Don't give it away. I will announce where I'm going and my plans when we hit 20,000 subscribers. So that's about 150 subscribers to go. So if you haven't subscribed and you want to know where I'm going in January, let me know in the comments down below.
It's so easy to give this away, wouldn't
Don't
it?
do it, please. It's not Malaysia, that's all I'm telling you. But I'm going on a road trip. It's not to Mablethorpe. It's not the North Coast 500.
No.
I'm going somewhere
That'd be a bit
warmer.
miserable in January, that would, wouldn't it?
I wish I could take one of the fleet. I can't, for reasons that will become obvious. But I'm off, spending all my money before someone else does. What do you reckon to my road trip idea?
I'd go if it's going to Egypt.
We're not going to Egypt.
All-inclusive 5-star in Sharm el-Sheikh.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
I'll do that.
It's going to be a bit more of a rougher than that. But
I like that.
yeah. So in January 2026, I'm off. See you later. And I'll be updating as much as I can, giving you what I can as I go. But exciting road trip is coming. I cannot wait.
Smart.
It's going to cost me an absolute fortune, so you need to watch the videos,
Didn't
please.
leave any flipping old cars here while you're away.
Well, here? No, because I'll leave the GTI here and I'll come back and it'll be done.
No content.
Exactly, no content.
No content.
Also, still to come, then we've talked about it.
Hey, what about my one-man band flipping... I put something on. I posted something.
You did a
Legends.
Here's me.
I fitted this.
Giraffe
look at it.
tools.
I'm chuffed with it.
Yeah, people like it.
It didn't take long.
No.
Only a few seconds.
Yeah. Dad's reactions to new projects, that's coming up. And then the heater video as well. And everything else we decide to film between now and then.
Everything else in between.
That's it. Ready for Christmas?
We'll do another film now.
What's that?
Let's do the old Charger on the biker.
Oh yeah, we're going to do that on the bike as well. Yeah. Anything else from November? That's good. 2025 that you want to add and tell the people about?
Well, I'm hoping I'm going to get a new motorbike next year.
Yeah. What are you fancying?
Don't know yet.
Sports Ducati?
In between size.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm getting older and I don't need to go fast.
80s BMW?
No, I don't want no blooming other thing, just want to be breaking down.
You don't fancy like a pre-war triumph?
I can get round to your house and break down.
I think we should do some videos of you motorbiking in the spring, summer. I'm going to get a GoPro and stick it on
there,
you.
and I can go to the next post box.
Yeah. Pete's Postbox Adventures. Yeah, thanks to everyone that's watched the videos then in November 2025. Lots of stuff. We've got the Mitsubishi Charisma still to come. Do you like the Charisma? Let me know. We've got the Proton still to come. We've got the Satria GTI to come. And the mystery car will be announced early next year. Even Dad doesn't know what the mystery car is. You're waiting to find out. It's going to be good. Oh, I'll tell you what, I did see a Proton Jumbuck for sale in Spalding yesterday. £900. I left it where it is. It's even got the Proton Jumbuck Top Man blooming super duper back thing, but it's posh rotten, so I didn't buy it. But it's red over gold, beautiful, but posh rotten.
They're always posh rotten.
Yeah. Anyway, anything else you want to say before we end the podcast?
No.
Nice and toasty?
I've got a warm breeze coming round me.
I haven't, I'm freezing. It's not really done the job. Thanks to everyone that's watched the channel in November. Thanks to everyone that's liked and subscribed. Loads of stuff to come. Not really much of an update, really.
If I'd bought that, I'd been disappointed, I think.
Well, if you'd bought it for in here?
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you'd bought it for a tent, you'd have been happy, wouldn't you?
If I'd bought it for a van, I'd have been happy, wouldn't I?
Or your conservatory.
But I've got central heating in there.
There you go.
Oh, that's a point. Yeah.
What?
Well, if the gas runs out, I can put that in the conservatory.
Yeah.
Got to drill a hole in the wall though.
Till next time, have a great day. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, hype, comment, do all the usual social media stuff. It's been a year, 2025. I cannot wait for January the 1st to get on my aeroplane and go. More coming up if we hit 20,000 subscribers. See you later.
Can't wait for them old cars to be going round and round.
You'll have a month of banger racing, won't you? Sand racing. See you later. Thanks for watching this latest episode of Pistons, the podcast. Another one is coming shortly, but if you haven't caught up yet, there's previous episodes on this page now. And don't forget to hit subscribe to always get caught up with the latest podcast.